We have been told to divide 2x cubed plus x squared minus 6x minus 8. Divide it by x minus 2. Now the steps for, we're going to use long division. So the steps for dividing using the long division. So the first step is 1, you're going to divide. Now you're using the long division, divide. After that, you multiply. After that, you subtract. And then you bring down. I'm going to show you how all these are applied. Don't worry. So we are using long division as I've mentioned. So we have this. Now, this, to put it on the long division, it will become, so you first put the long division sign. Now, here is where we put the quotient. The quotient is the figure that you want to divide. So this one here is the one you put here. So it will be 2x cubed plus x squared minus 6x minus 8. Okay? Then here is where you put the divisor. This here is the divisor. Okay? What you're dividing by. So x minus 2 goes here. And our answer is one that will go on top. So as I've said, these are the steps you're going to follow to carry out this long division. Okay, now what we're going to do first is to divide. We get the first term of the quotient, which is 2x power 3, and divide it by the first term of the divisor, which is x in this case. Okay, so we shall get 2x cubed and divide it by the first term of the divisor, which is x. So this is the same as 2x power 3 minus 2, which is equals to 2x, 3 minus 2 is 1, 2x power 1, which is just 2x. So the answer, you put it here. This is 3 minus 1, this is 1. So 3 minus 1, which gives us 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2x squared. So this is what we put here. So it will be 2x squared. So we finished dividing. The next step is to multiply. So what do we multiply? You multiply the answer that you have got by the whole divisor. Okay? Multiply this times this. So it will be 2x squared times this, x minus 2. Okay? So we shall have 2x squared times x becomes 2x power 3, then minus 2x squared times 2 becomes 4x squared. So now this is what you put below here. Okay, so this is what we've got. So 2x power 3 minus 4x squared. So we finished to multiply, and this is what we've got after multiplying. The next step is to subtract. So we subtract this and this. Okay, so we shall have 2x cubed plus x squared minus 2x cubed minus 4x squared. So this becomes 2x cubed plus x squared minus 2x cubed. Then this becomes positive plus 4x squared. It's easier to write it here because you can easily see. If you just do it direct from here, you might mix up the signs or you might miss something. When you write it down like this, you clearly see what you're working with. So you have 2x squared minus 2x cubed minus 2x cubed. This cancels out. So you have x squared plus 4x squared, which is 5x squared. So now this is the answer you've got after subtracting. So you write it below here. So 5x squared. If this gives you no problem, you could have done it from here. So this would be 0 plus x minus positive. So x squared plus 4x squared, 5x squared. But I always prefer you do it from the side so that you clearly see what you're working with. You write this and then subtract this whole thing, okay? So you have that. Now, after subtracting, you bring down the rest of the terms. So you have minus 6x minus 8. Now, after doing that, you again go back and repeat all the steps again, okay? You repeat all the steps afresh. So we've said first you divide. So you get the first term of this value of this equation, of this expression, and divide it by the first term of the divisor, okay? So we shall have 5x squared divided by x. So this divides cancels with one of the x, so we shall be left with 5x. So this is what you put here. It goes with its sign. Here it's positive. So it will be plus 5x, okay? After dividing, we multiply. Now you multiply that answer times the whole divisor. So 5x times x minus 2. So we shall have 5x times x is 5x squared minus 5x times 2 becomes 10x. So this answer is what you put below here. So it will be 5x squared minus 10x. So after multiplying, you subtract. So we shall subtract this. So we are subtracting 5x squared minus 6x minus 5x squared. This minus goes for this whole thing, okay? Minus 10x, okay? So this will be 5x squared minus 6x minus 5x squared. This times this becomes positive plus 10x. 5x squared cancels with minus 5x squared. So we have minus 6x plus 10x, which gives us plus 4x, positive 4x. So that positive 4x is what we put here below, okay? So it's the one you put down here, 4x. You could have done it directly from here. 5x minus 5x, 0. Minus 6x minus 10x, 4. But to some students, that's confusing. That's why I prefer doing it on the side, so that you clearly see what you're working with. So we have 4x. Then after subtracting, you bring down. So the remaining term is minus 8. You bring it down here. So we have minus 8. Okay, now again you repeat the steps. You divide the first term, divide it by the first term of the divisor, okay? So we shall have 4x divided by the first term of the divisor, which is x. So this x cancels with this, we are left with 4. So the 4 with its sign is the one that goes here, so plus 4. Then multiply that answer times the divisor. So 4 times x minus 2. So 4 times x is 4x minus 4 times 2 is 8. So this is what you put below here, okay? So we shall have 4x minus 8. So after multiplying, the next step is to subtract. Then we subtract this, okay? This is straightforward. Okay, it's not straightforward. Let me do it on the side. This is 4x minus 8 minus 4x minus 8. Okay, so this is 4x minus 8 minus 4x minus times minus plus becomes plus, so plus 8. 4x minus 4x, they cancel. So you're left with minus 8 plus 8, which also cancel out. So here we are left with 0. Okay, so we have no remainder. That means this is completely divisible by x minus 2. So x minus 2 is a factor of this quotient here. Therefore, our answer for 2x cubed plus x squared minus 6x minus 8 over 6 minus 2. This is equals to 2x squared plus 5x plus 4. And this is our answer. So that's how you deal with dividing polynomials. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like this video, comment and share. Let's meet in the next video.